Well, what is going on, guys? It is Thursday. It is hot as hell. And for those who are wondering, I'm working. Big into like the diesel truck world and stuff like that. If anyone's interested, I did get a new truck last night. I traded my red 6.0 that you guys saw previously on the vlog. It was covered, but I did end up trading that for a crew cab lariat. I don't know who cares, but if you guys want to see more truck stuff, I'll throw it in here. If you guys want to see it, leave a comment down below. If you guys want to see more in depth of the personal life with the trucks, the detailing, or anything else like that besides the racing, so let me know what you guys think, and I can post more stuff of daily life. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna bang this out, beat the weather, beat the storm, and get back home so we can get our own stuff done. So a little over $6,000 worth of work in the other truck. Traded this one straight up. That ran drive reliably. It was bone stock, so that was the only downside, but upside because it's reliable. And I wanted this interior package in the worst way possible. Has all the same everything that the King Ranch does, all like as far as plastics go. The only thing that's different in the lariats are the seats. So realistically, I can live without it, but even if the deal came up where I could put King Ranch seats in this thing, I definitely am going to. So yeah, the tan lariat's not bad. I just wanted something better than gray, and this thing's fully loaded. Has a lot more features than my truck did. I love the white backgrounds, and yeah, I mean, the thing's loaded, full sound system, etc. It's just it was a one-owner truck. And one owner truck, old man owned it, I'm assuming, before, just because it's so babied and the motor's in such an incredible shape. Yeah, and then just some kid bought it from him about a year ago and used and abused it and neglected it. So a little under a year, actually. His inspection truck came from New York. I bought it from a kid in Jersey, so his inspection was still due until now, so he definitely didn't own it that long. So that's at least a plus side, but he definitely did a lot of damage to this thing in the meantime. Original owner did put the bumper and shit on. Only plus side is that this whole setup goes for $2,500 to $3,000. So I may redo it, may sell it for like half that and have someone else redo it. I don't know if I want to be bothered with it, but basically I'm going to take that money because I don't want this whole thing Gonna take all that money with the winch and everything works. KC lights, everything. Gonna take all that money and then put a bed on it because it needs a bed, which my other one did too. But at least this one you can look at. It's not all bondoed and whatnot and primered and unfinished. So, but yeah, you know, we're gonna put a whole new bed on it. Tonneau cover, getting rid of the back rack too. We'll sell that. We'll sell the bed too, realistically, for a couple hundred or something. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty clean truck. I hit the jams. Like I said, I did a lot of work already. A whole day's worth of work on this thing already. It was, believe it or not, worse. But yeah, the worst part was realistically was the engine bay, which was still not to where I need it, but night and day difference. Just still far from where I want it, but we'll get there. I'm gonna let it soak and degrease around the block and whatnot, because there is still some, you can see it's just all the aluminum and everything's just so dirty. It's just embedded in there. So I'm gonna hit it with some more powerful stuff, get the whole block looking good again and whatnot. And yeah, possibly I'd put a turbo in it. That's really the only downside. I mean, as you could tell, I mean everything is in really good shape. It was just dirty, you know. This kid rode just like I do, so that's cool. But he would go ride in the pits and whatnot, and you know, with doing that, he had the winch. He had the capability of, say, pulling out Jeeps and mud boggers and you name it that would get stuck. And you know, what's a teenage kid gonna do with a truck? You know, he's gonna go yank them out and be all hard ass. So that's what he did. That's why it's all trashed and filthy, and he didn't really care, you know. He used it as a truck and thought that meant let's go wheeling with it. So thing was caked in mud. I don't think it's ever really seen well, it's definitely never been detailed, and it's definitely never seen even a real good washing within the last year, at least. But at some point this thing was definitely taken care of by, I'm assuming, the original owner, who had it up until this point. I guess he was fire department, etc. So he was somewhat cared for. But I just went through the little redneck tests of the 6.0s, and I want another 6.0 because I love them. But this one just seems like it's going to be a lot less work than my other one. You know, I'm a professional detailer, so for me to take on a job like this is really not a huge deal. It's a lot of work, but I can do it for free here. You know, minus a few days lost worth of work, but that's all right. You know, this is why I started it. I love doing my own stuff. I like restoring my own stuff, and yeah, so that's basically it. So today's project's gonna be redo this whole interior, and then we'll see where we're at from there, and then hopefully we're looking good. We'll get the paint corrected, and then start doing fluid flushes and everything else. Get everything changed, all the fluids changed, filters changed, everything ready to go. And then yeah, whenever I can get to a DMV where I don't have to wait for a week in line to get a spot, then it will be registered and on the road. So, but until then, we're gonna restore it right here in the driveway, get rid of all the stuff, fully, pretty much build it to a point where I don't mind being seen in it. And then we will go from there. So yeah, this is gonna be day 2 on the project. I didn't film anything for day 1, but yeah, that's what I did. Engine bay detail. I have some pictures I can include. Engine bay detail, undercarriage detail, which was much worse before, but as you can tell, same deal. It's not perfect. I gotta soak it in degreaser and stuff. It just sat in the metal so long. You know, I did the wheels, did the whole outside, full decontamination package. Did that, and this thing's going to be getting the works. So yeah, we got some work to do, but a lot of work to do. But it will slowly, you know, in a week's time, it'll make a night and day transformation, and then from there on out, as I replace things, etc., the thing's gonna end up being a pretty nice truck, I'm sure. So, needs some serious paint correction, as you can see. And today's interior day, gonna finish the interior entirely, get it all coated up. Got to put a bed on it, turbo, gonna flush all the fluids after everything's detailed and the whole thing's pressed out. But we got a crew cab Lariat, fully loaded. See the inside before for you guys in real time. It is absolutely disgusting. Every piece of grain in this truck has dirt on it. I mean, it's just trashed. But those who have seen my red 6.0 will know that truthfully it was probably in worse shape when I got it. So, and that one came out pretty damn good. So obviously seats aren't really that tan, they're just black. It's just absolutely trashed. Carpets are not even a thing. But we're gonna do a few hours worth of work in here today. And we're gonna make it great again. Well, today's Friday. It is now 7:30 in the morning. Just been grinding on the truck pretty much the past 2 days now. This would be, day 3. So, yeah, a little recap of day 2. This is what we got done. Everything's all restored back here. Headliner's all done. Fully extracted. Seats, carpets, everything back here is completely done. We did everything back here. Seats conditioned, the whole 9. And then same thing with the whole rack system where we could put the gear, all that, everything. It was absolutely a disgrace before. And now we are all looking brand new again. So, a lot of work. This took all day yesterday just to do the back. It was, yes, that bad. So yeah, headliner came out pretty good. This is the first time me seeing it after first extraction, so, you know. So, looking good. So now, that's done. This morning, trying to beat the rain. At least we're getting rain. Hopefully it won't be dusty at the race. But yeah, we are doing, I just did this door panel. But we gotta do the rest of it. So this is what it looked like before. I mean, it vacuumed and dusted everything already, but it is a freaking mess in here. I mean, even just the grain, you can't really, the camera makes everything look great, but I mean, it's filthy. Like I said, everything's dusted down already. You just see it in the grain of everything. I mean, it is disgusting in here. So, gonna get everything scrubbed down, get these carpets extracted the rest of the way, and make this thing look like a fully loaded truck again. So, like I said, it's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort. But the back was the main part because there was so much more to do behind the seats and everything like that. So, yeah, and plus we already did the whole headliner up here as well, so that helps. So we should be pretty good. The headliner's out of the way, so that was, of course, a hard part too. So, you know, just it's junk everywhere. I mean, just grease embedded in everything. I mean, it's amazing how it got like this in 1 year of a kid owning it. 1 year after the original owner, and this is what the kid did to it. It's unbelievable. I'm probably gonna have to get this all reupholstered and whatnot. We'll worry about that when time comes. At least we'll get a clean slate, get everything cleaned up, detailed, restored, all to brand new, and then we can start working on this thing and get it ready to be registered. So, you know, next step after this is going to be, you know, paint correction, and then we're going to get a bed. We're going to get the monstrosity of a bumper off of this, put a normal one on, get a bunch of stuff going, get little body work touched up, different mirrors, you know, start off with some different lights, and just kind of go from there. So, you know, gonna change all the fluids, you know, all that good stuff. Make this thing reliable, ready to go. Yeah, so day 3, let's get after it. We only have probably 3 more hours before the tropical storm comes, so gonna hopefully bang this out, the rest of this out in 3 hours, considering it was a whole entire day on the interior. So 3 hours should be plenty. Yeah, let's get after it. Grub pass on the dash, still not all the way there, but to just tell you what we're dealing with, this whole detail. Insane. Well, 2 full days. The interior is finally together and done. Just got to get some upholstery work now done. Just on this seat, the rest of them came out good. So, yeah, not bad. A couple spots in the carpet I can work out later. I do this once a year anyway, so I'll do it again before I put it away for winter. But hell yeah, I'm pumped. Came out amazing. Love it. Rained here last night, so. But now we got to get ready for a race. We're finally done. The next step is paint correction, which I cannot wait for because this thing is going to be beautiful glass black. So it's going to take a couple days, but give me a couple weeks, this thing will be brand new again. So that's the goal. This is basically how I've done every single truck that I've gotten. All my vehicles. I mean, like 500 bucks for that, rebuilt it, it was wrecked. I kind of just go through and restore vehicles I can get for super cheap that are mechanically perfect. So it's kind of fun. I like actually building the trucks the way that I want to, instead of just buying something and driving it. Makes it, honestly, it ends up turning out a lot nicer than pretty much anybody's stuff, so it's pretty sweet. Definitely loving it. I mean, I extracted absolutely everything in here, scrubbed down everything multiple times in here, heat, steamed, extracted, you name it, it was done. And now it was coated, dressed, protected, and just vacuumed up a little bit of crumbs from the rest of it, and we are finally done. Now we just need paint correction. We can get on with the actual things I need to do to it. So came out amazing, love it. Been playing music a lot during the detail, but this is why I bought it. Hopefully I put 2 new batteries in it on Monday. Hasn't ran since, we're really low on fuel, but see what she's got. No problem. Detailer, but this was all from the truck. All these dirty towels. Crazy.